approval of the October 26, 2022 meeting minutes.
Approval, Madam Chair.
Moved by Commissioner Colleen. Is there support? Support by Commissioner McCormick. All in favor? Any opposed? Hearing none. Thank you. Next item, please.
D, unfinished business. There is none listed.
Okay, next item, please.
Item 1, under new business, communication from Randy Walker, Veteran Services Division Director, Health, Human and Veteran Services Department, boarding report on the outreach services for fiscal year 2021 through 2022.
All right, Mr. Walker. Good afternoon.
How about that? So good afternoon, Randy Walker, Veteran Services. I think you all got the attached report for the fiscal year.
Yes.
Is there any questions you have about it, or did you want me to go through it?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay, for the period of October 2021 to September 22, Division of Veteran Services focused on serving Wayne County veterans and increasing the public awareness and visibility of the division. We helped many veterans as possible through the Soldier and Sailors Relief Fund and Burial Fund. We provided assistance to area veterans in the amount of $517,247.52 and $105,902.29 in food assistance. We also received the County Veteran Service Fund grant from Michigan Veterans Affairs Agency. This grant is mainly for the peacetime veterans, and we gave out just under $100,000 in help to veterans with from burials to furniture to back taxes, back rent, and we also work hand in hand with the VA. They come to our office once a week. They do the medical end of it. Veterans with disabilities, Agent Orange, anything like that. And then we also work with and refer veterans if it's something that we don't handle. We refer to Disabled Veterans of America, Volunteers of America, Wayne Metro, Capuchin Food Pantry, Habitat for Humanity, Salvation Army, St. Vincent de Paul, and we served 32 of the 43 communities, veterans that lived in 32 of our 43 communities. In the burial fund, we gave out $72,300 to veterans throughout the different communities in Wayne County. And we provide service through phone, email, or they come to our window. And we're getting ready to look into open up a satellite center in Garden City. I'm happy to say for the first time in several years, we're at full staff. I have all 5 members now. I just hired a new office manager that started November 14th. I'd like to introduce her, Sabrina. This is Sabrina Jenkins. She is our new office manager. I'll let her introduce herself real quick.
Hi, I'm Sabrina Jenkins, the new office manager for the Veterans Department. And I am looking forward to working with the veterans.
Thank you so much. Welcome.
Thank you.
She's got a master's degree from Spring Arbor University in social work.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
she's a nice fit, and she's only been here a week and a half. So we're excited to have her. We're at full staff for the first time. We got 5 members, including myself. So we're going to be able to service more veterans. And that's what it's all about.
That is fantastic.
So,
Thank you.
I'm open to any questions if you had. That's pretty much the report.
All right. Well, thank you for that wonderful report. Were there any that you weren't able to assist that needed assistance?
There's always a few, but that's usually eligibility requirement. They didn't meet the eligibility, or it was something that the VA handled, not, it was more medical. We help financial hardship. So we would refer them to the VA for the medical end, but we point them in the right direction if we can help them.
Okay.
But we help a lot of veterans.
I just meant if there were some that were qualified that you
No,
didn't
if they're
have
qualified,
the
we help.
dollars to
No.
assist.
No, we help. If they're qualified, we help them.
Okay. Thank you.
Madam Chair?
Yes, Commissioner Kenlock.
Yes, just want to congratulate you. You just came in and hit the ground running. Like every time you talk about the services that you are providing and the work that you're doing, that you're excited about it. And want to welcome you, as part of the team. The question I have for you is the burial fund monies. Is that replenished and where is?
Which fund?
The burial, the
Yeah,
burial fund.
that comes out of right out of the general fund. It's mandated. We get it every year. It's replenished, so.
Okay, so it's replenished. Yep, okay.
And any funds that are not used go right back into veterans. It doesn't go back, it has to go right back into veterans the next fiscal year, so.
So is an additional funding on top of whatever may be allocated?
I wouldn't say it's additional. It gets put back in. We usually get the same amount.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So it's just roll
But-
over. and-
Yeah, but the funds have to be used for veterans.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner McCormick.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Randy, I want to thank you so much for the work that you're doing in the Veterans Department. And in particular, the green light ceremony that you helped throw together very quickly and it turned out great. So I want to thank you for that. The question I had is for the funds that we distribute, is it broken down? Do you have it in categories? So if you help the veteran with taxes, if you help with rent, do you
yeah.
have it?
Yeah.
Okay, so for taxes, do you have that number? Like,
I don't have it right here with me, but
okay. Yeah,
We-
I
we
would
do
be
it.
interested in knowing what we help with in that
Okay.
area as far as taxes are concerned.
I can email it to you.
Okay, that'll be great. And then so we received 300 and something thousand from the state just recently for peacetime veterans. Of that, you said 100,000 has been spent. So do we have a timeline?
I was giving you last year. I was giving you from, this
okay.
report was from October 1st to September 30th.
Oh, I see.
We're in the new fiscal year now. We just got this 367,000.
Okay, that's
And
why I
it
was,
ends September 30th of next year.
okay, that's why I was unclear about, it's like, okay, is that all we have left or? So we were starting.
We got
with a-
367,000 right now to start using
Great.
till
great.
September 30th of 23.
Okay, and with the burial fund, what is the amount that we usually get for that each year?
Let me see if I have that. We got it in the CBS fund grant. We also have it in the veterans burial, and it's also in this soldier and sailor. So let me find burial fund.
And if you don't have it handy, you could just email me that as well.
Yeah,
I was just
okay,
wondering
it's
the taxes and burial.
burial fund down here. I have to look it up. Yeah, I can give it to you, but we have it in all three of our funds, soldier and sailors, veterans burial, and CBS fund grant. So we have plenty of money for burial fund.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Commissioner McCormick. The information that you're going to send out, would you send it to our clerk and then she can disband it to all of us?
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank you for that wonderful report.
no problem.
Yes, yes.
We're here to
And
help.
welcome again, Ms. Jenkins.
Thank you.
Look forward to working with you. Commissioner Colleen, no
I'll move to
question?
receive and file this report, Madam Chair.
All right. Moved by Commissioner Colleen. Is there support? Support, was that? Ken, you? Okay, McCormick. All right. It's been moved and supported. All in favor? Want to call the roll, please?
Commissioner Kenlock,
Yes.
Commissioner Colleen,
Aye.
Commissioner Baker McCormick, Chair Scott.
Yes. Thank you. Next item, please.
Item 2, requesting commission approval of modification 7 to a 1-year comparable source contract with the 1-year option to renew with Detroit Area Agency on Aging.
Move approval, Madam Chair. Ken Lock.
Okay, it's been moved by Commissioner Kenlock. Is there support? By, okay. Okay. Well, let's let Joan go ahead and say something and then we'll complete that.
Good afternoon. Joan Sabrakis, Division Director, Senior Services. This is modification number 7 to the annual contract issued to Detroit Area Agency on Aging for the provision of home-delivered meals to veterans in the city of Detroit and their area agency service area. So it's a $100,000 renewal.
Is this the annual amount that you always receive?
Initially, back about 8 years ago, the initial amount was 400,000. And then every year since then, the modification has been for $100,000 to the Detroit Area Agency.
So you went down from 400,000 to 100,000?
Yes, we did, Commissioner. And initially, I don't know if you recall, there was a surplus of unspent funds in the veteran budget. And it was determined that the best way to provide services to the veterans in the city was to use some of the veteran excess funds. And then we did it initially for 400,000 and have been doing it for 100,000 every year since.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Is there any questions? Commissioner McCormick?
Is the current amount sufficient at this point? Is meeting the needs of the Detroit residents?
At this point, yes. Based on the information we are provided from the area agency, they are able to serve the number of home delivered meal veterans with this amount.
So with the 300,000 difference, are they, you said they're applying it to other areas? Is that correct or no?
The initial, back in 8 years ago, the initial amount, I believe, was expended initially in the early years of the contract.
So they no longer receive the 400,000 at all?
That's correct.
And it's just the 100,000. There's no additional amount that goes towards any other services.
Correct.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Commissioner Kenlock?
No question. I'm sorry.
No, oh, okay. Your light was on. All right. All right. Commissioner Colleen, go ahead and make your.
I think Commissioner Kenlock moved this, right? And I support Commissioner.
Yeah, you
Kenlock's
supported it,
motion.
right. I guess I stopped you in the midst of that.
Oh, that's okay.
All right. Okay. Any other questions? Hearing none. Well, thank you, Joan. Call the roll, please, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Kenlock, Commissioner Colleen, Commissioner Baker McCormick, Chair Scott.
Yes. Thank you. Motion carries. Next item.
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
I don't know of any.
Public comments.
Anyone in the public? Anyone here wishing to make comments? Anyone in the audience wishing to make comments? Is there anyone on Zoom or on the phone that wishes to make a comment? Anyone on the phone or Zoom wishing to make a comment? Hearing none. Thank you, Madam Chair. Next item.
Adjournment.
All right, just before adjournment, go ahead.
I just wanted to make a quick announcement.
Okay.
I'm sponsoring a movie night for veterans. It's the movie Devotion. It's about the first Black naval pilot. And we're going to have the screening on December 11th. So I just wanted to let veterans know that we are sponsoring that movie on December 11th in Livonia, AMC Livonia. So if anyone wants additional information, they can reach out to my office about that.
Okay, because I'd like to have a little more information on it. I heard about it. That is wonderful. So, yeah.
It was kind of a last minute decision when we heard about the movie that
Okay.
was coming out. We thought this would be an opportunity to get our young people involved too, to help them understand the sacrifice of veterans.
Okay.
So that's again, December 11th. Any additional information, you can reach out to my office.
Okay, December the 11th. Okay. Is there a charge?
There's no charge. It's
No
free.
charge. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. Okay. Then now adjournment.
So moved.
It's been moved by Commissioner McCormick, support by Commissioner Kinlock. All in favor?